Good morning, my name is Casey Bauer. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I'm doing a creative challenge that I'm calling the One Roll Point and Shoot Creative Challenge. The rules are simple. All I get to use is this roll of Kentmere 400 black and white film and this Olympus Stylus point and shoot camera. With these things, I have to create a high quality 8x10 inch darkroom print. Let's see if I can do it. I have concluded my printing process for my roll of Kentmere 400 using, of course, this Olympus point and shoot camera. And the question is, can this little camera make high quality images? Let's find out. So I started with 36 original images. Of those 36, I selected 25 to print using small Ilford paper here. This is 3.5 by 5 inch, and I printed 25 of these basically to look, to proof my images, and decide which images would look good on a big print. After carefully examining those 25, I selected 5 images I think are high quality. Now these are not all the highest quality. I think 2 of them are very, very good, and the other 3 are pretty decent, but could use a little bit of work. So let's take a look at them. So this first image, while it is not a technically perfect image, I really like it. I like the composition, but I also like kind of what goes on behind it, which is that animals like horses and mules are kind of a status symbol in rural Honduras. They are used for hauling corn, coffee, people, you name it. And if you have one of these, that's a sign that you're doing pretty well. So I like this image. I think it's a really cool thing with the local culture here and something worth showing. These other images I'm not going to talk too much about, but I got this one here in the local woods. And this is a little walking trail going through here. The sun did me a big favor coming in through on the side, and I did a little bit of solarization here to mute the highlights. This one here is of Rio Negro, so Black River, place I've driven through a bunch of times, but just looked down and noticed and thought, hey, it's simple, but it works. I like this little composition and something worth capturing. The final 2 images I'm going to show here are images that I truly believe are high quality, and these took a lot more work to produce in the darkroom. What I did was a process of printing using multiple contrast filters. So basically I would use a heavier contrast on the shadows and then a lighter contrast on the highlights in order to basically print 2 different exposures on one image. This image I shot up in the mountains, and I really like this image. I just think it's really cool. Very natural looking, incredible contrast and detail in your shadows and in your highlights. That comes from the printing, but also a very high quality negative, which I got from the point and shoot camera, which is pretty incredible. Now with this, I really like that I got a real natural blend of this water here. It's not a long exposure because a point and shoot can't do a long exposure, but it's also not frozen in time, which neither of those look natural to our eyes. And the last image is one that kind of reminds me of a fairy tale scene, kind of expecting a troll to come out or something, but this bridge is of the same river and very similar print in that high contrast, lots of detail, and so this was fun to print. I think I did it in the 3rd try, so lots of failure has led me to the point where now I'm able to print things a lot faster, waste less paper, and that's really encouraging. So, but this image is just, I really like it. My wife likes this image a lot. This is probably going to be framed and go on our wall, but I just love the detail here, the sharpness, the clarity, and this just goes to show that you don't need the most expensive equipment to create something that is worthwhile. A little camera like this, while it's not the best, it is capable of producing some interesting images, and so definitely something to consider. If you enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to like it, subscribe to this channel. I will be uploading more content similar to this in the future, so you can keep an eye out for that. I am also on Instagram as Casey Bauer Originals, where I have a lot of landscapes, cityscapes, and some portraits as well. So if you're interested, you might look me up on there. That's all I got for today. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.